Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing great. So let's continue with our discussion on the RTP series for December 2021 cost accounting. So let's start. Question number 5 on cost sheet. See, the cost sheet format you all know, right? So I'll not be making or discussing the format with you people, right? What you have to focus on is that how should the each item be treated in the cost sheet. That is important for you people to know, right? And that is what we are going to focus on. How to prepare cost sheet, what is going to be the format of the cost sheet, you all know guys, right? There is no need for further discussion on that. आप सबको पता है कि भाई फॉर्मेट किस तरह से बनाना है, हमें कब रॉ मटेरियल लेना है, कहाँ डायरेक्ट वेजेस लेनी है, कैसे फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट लेनी है, कैसे हम लोगों को प्रोडक्शन ओवरहेड्स लेने हैं. सो एवरीथिंग यू पीपल नो. ज़रूरी क्या है, हमें ये जानना कि किस आइटम को हमने किस हेड में बाइफरकेट करना है, डालना है. ठीक है, दैट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो वही चीज हम लोग यहां पर डिस्कस करेंगे. लेट्स सी. Impact Limited provides you the following details of its expenditure for the year ending 31st of March 2021. तो ये पूरी लिस्ट दी गई है. ठीक है जी, काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. उसके बाद उसने लास्ट में कहा अमाउंट रियलाइज्ड बाय सेलिंग ऑफ वेस्ट जनरेटेड ड्यूरिंग द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस इज 66,000. ठीक है, तो ये वेस्ट किस चीज़ से रिलेटेड है? प्रोडक्शन से रिलेटेड है. दिस इज अ वेस्ट रिलेटेड टू प्रोडक्शन. From the above data, you are required to prepare statement of cost of Impact Limited for the year ending 31st of March 2021 showing prime cost, factory cost, cost of production, cost of goods sold and cost of sales. ठीक है जी, तो ये सब आप लोगों को प्रिपेयर करना है. कुछ मुश्किल है? नहीं सर. और ये जो क्वेश्चन है ये आपके ICAI स्टडी मैट में जो न्यू क्वेश्चंस ऐड हुए थे उन्हीं में से एक है. Right, this is from the new edition from your study mat only with minor changes. थोड़ी थोड़ी changes हैं इस क्वेश्चन में जो उन्होंने की हैं ICAI मैट से. चलो जी देखते हैं. The first is raw material purchase. Now where to take this raw material purchase, sir? In the calculation of raw material consumed. Any doubts? No sir. Second, GST paid under composition scheme. Now this is interesting, right? In the study mat, I think it is given GST paid, input tax credit available. Now, what is the rule regarding this GST paid or any taxes paid? Sir, the rule is if the input tax credit is available against the tax which is being paid, like the GST, if the ITC is available, we are not going to consider it in the cost sheet, right? क्योंकि हो क्या रहा है वहां पर, हम लोग एक हाथ से टैक्स देंगे, दूसरे हाथ से हम टैक्स वापस ले लेंगे, right? So if the ITC is available, in that case we do not take it. But just now you need to have the knowledge of the taxes also. Indirect taxes, GST you must have studied. आप लोगों ने पढ़ रखा होगा जरूर. अगर कॉम्पोजिशन स्कीम है, कॉम्पोजिशन स्कीम में अगर हम लोग GST पे करते हैं तो उसका इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट हम लोगों को नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? अगर वो नहीं मिलेगा तो ये मेरा क्या बन गया? ये मेरा एक्सपेंस बन गया. और अगर एक्सपेंस बन गया तो ये मुझे कॉस्ट शीट में कंसीडर करना है. सर किस चीज़ में कंसीडर करेंगे? ये हम लोग पे करेंगे रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम्ड में. ऑब्वियसली सर GST पे कब किया? जब रॉ मटेरियल आप लोगों ने बाय किया. व्हेन यू आर बाइंग द रॉ मटेरियल एट दैट टाइम यू आर पेइंग द GST, राइट? सो इफ इट इज अंडर द कॉम्पोजिशन स्कीम यू विल नॉट गेट द इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट. Freight inwards, again raw material consumed. Trade discounts, again raw material consumed. It will be subtracted from there, from the raw material consumption. Whatever the trade discounts are, it will be subtracted. Now if in case of a cash discount, if it is not a trade discount, if it is a cash discount, now what to do? You can check in your handbooks also. Cash discount is not to be considered, right? I have discussed this in the lectures also. Wages paid to factory workers, sir, direct labor cost. Contribution made towards employee PF, again direct labor cost. Production bonus paid to factory workers, again direct labor cost. Fee for technical assistance. Now this is a direct expense. Technical assistance is related to a particular product, right? So it can be identified that for a one particular product, what is the fees that has been paid for the technical assistance. Or alternatively, it can be taken in the cost of production also, where we are taking the quality control cost and everything, right? What they have done is they have taken it in the direct expense. Then Amount paid for power and fuel. Now what institute has done, it has taken this as a direct expense, but logically it should not be. Sir, very simple question. How can you identify this amount of power and fuel being consumed in 1 unit of the finished product? How can you identify? So I don't understand that why they have taken it in the direct expense. In fact, it should be taken it as factory overhead. So this is one area where it is controversial according to me. Sir, power and fuel, you are making some product, the machine is consuming the power. How can you identify how much of power has been consumed in 1 unit? It is practically not possible. How much of fuel has been consumed in 1 unit? It is practically not possible. Then how can you take it as a direct expense? Right? Then job charges paid to the job worker, it is a direct expense, because normally what happens is with the job workers, we are doing the rate on the basis of per piece. Right, that these many pieces you will be doing the job work on will pay you this much amount per piece. So it can be taken as a direct expense. That is pretty much logical, right? Then we have stores and spares. It is a factory overhead. Depreciation on factory building, factory overhead. On office building, office and administration overheads, right? Which is not related to production. Right, office and building, office and administration overheads, while we are taking the selling and distribution overheads after the cost of goods sold, right? Plant and machinery, again factory overheads. Salary paid to supervisor. Supervisor means that he is working in that production area, isn't it? If you are paying it to the supervisor, supervisor means who is supervising the production. So this will be taken as factory overheads. Repairs and maintenance paid for plant and machinery, factory overhead. Sales office building, selling and distribution expenses. Selling and distribution expenses. Vehicle used by directors, that will be office and administration overheads, right? Office and administration overheads, vehicles used by directors. Any doubt up till this point? I hope this is clear. Only one point is controversial, right, that I have already discussed with you. Next is insurance premium paid for plant and machinery, that is factory overheads. For factory building, again factory overheads. No issues. Expenses paid for quality control check activities. This will be taken in the cost of production. Right, after the works cost, whatever expenses we are taking which are related to the production, we take it in the cost of production. Then research and development cost paid for improvement in production process, again cost of production. Expenses paid for administration of factory work, right? Paid for administration of factory work. Again it will be taken as cost of production. Why? This is office and administration cost related to production. So you need to be very much clear with whether the office and administration cost is related to production or it is a general office and admin cost, right? The treatment will be different. If the question is silent and if you are not able to bifurcate, if the question is not specifically saying whether it is related to production or it is a journal, question is silent, then you can take it as anyone. Give a note at the end of the question that whether you have assumed this admin cost as journal cost, journal admin cost, or it is related to production, right? Then salary paid to functional managers, production control manager, it will be what? Cost of production. Then because he is controlling the production, it is not a factory cost, it will be added in the cost of production. Finance and accounts, office and administration cost, sales and marketing, selling and distribution cost. Salary paid to journal manager, again office and administration cost, all this is journal. Now the packing cost paid for primary packing necessary to maintain the quality, that is cost of production, right? What is that primary packing, sir? The immediate packing that is required to store that product, right? For redistribution of the finished good, that is selling and distribution overheads. Clear? Interest and finance charges paid for the usage of non-equity fund. Now this is again a controversial point. Why I say? Because I have always told you that interest and finance charges are to be ignored because they have no sense to be used in the cost sheet. Right? Interest and finance charges for the usage of the non-equity fund. If you are paying the interest on debt, why are you recovering it? They have no sense to be done in the cost sheet, but institute has made some changes. They are now taking it, the non-equity fund based interest and finance charges, they are taking it as a separate item in the cost of sales. After the cost of sales, they are being shown as a separate item, so you must do it, right? Otherwise logically doesn't make sense. Fee paid to auditors, office and administration overheads, legal advisors, office and administration overheads, right? Fee paid to independent directors, again office and administration overheads. Payment for the maintenance of website. For the online sales, again selling and distribution overheads. Performance bonus paid to sales staff, selling and distribution. Then opening values are given to you. These are the opening values and these are the closing values given to you for adjustment, right? Now where to adjust this item, sir? Amount realized by selling the waste generated during the manufacturing process 66,000. Now it will be adjusted while you are doing the cost of production, where you will be taking these costs, quality control cost. After this administration cost, you can take it as a minus value because this will be reducing your cost. Clear? So this is the solution they have done. Material consumed, raw material purchase, GST paid under composition scheme, freight, less trade discounts, add opening stock, less closing stock. So this is the value of raw material consumption. Direct labor cost they have taken, wages, contribution and production bonus, no issues. Direct expenses, fee for technical assistance, amount paid for power and fuel, 2,62,000. Now this is one area which is controversial, right? Job charges paid, again fine, sir. Prime cost, right? So be careful. What they are asking you is the specific items and the format should be perfect, right? It should be a perfect format that you have to prepare in. Okay, so you should be very much clear with the things. After this, all the factory cost, all the factory overheads, gross factory cost, you will adjust the WIP, you will get the net factory cost, right? Then quality control cost, research and development cost, administration cost, salary paid to production control manager, less realizable value of the sale on scrap and waste 66,000, which is given at the end of the question. This one, clear? So this is, then add primary packing cost, you will get the cost of production. From there you will adjust the finished goods inventory, you will get cost of goods sold, right? After that you will be taking the general administration overheads. All these are what? All these are general administration overheads. Overheads related to production we have already taken here. Related to production, he has already given administration cost related to production. Here we are taking the general admin overheads. Then selling overheads and packing cost for paid redistribution finished goods. It is again a part of selling overheads only. Interest and finance charges paid. So these have been taken as a separate item. Again, this is a bit controversial, I can say, because I always have maintained that interest and finance charges should not be taken in the cost sheet. Still they are taking it for the non-equity fund, that's fine, right? So you can take it as a separate item in the cost of sales. Clear, sir? So this is all about the question of cost sheet. This is, now if we talk from the examination point of view, listen to it very carefully what I am saying. If we talk about from the examination point of view, in the examination you might not get this whole question because it is a huge question, right? From examination point of view, this is a huge question. You might not get the whole question, but you can get a part of this question. What will help doing the whole question is that you will get the clarity on the various items. It is a comprehensive question. इस question में सब कुछ covered है sir, almost सब कुछ covered है, राइट? उन्होंने हर एंगल से इस क्वेश्चन को प्रिपेयर किया. दिस इज अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन, अ ब्रिलियंट क्वेश्चन आई विल से. ठीक, तो इस क्वेश्चन को पूरा अच्छी तरह से करने का फायदा यही है कि आपको अलग अलग तरीके से कॉस्ट शीट को देखना आपको समझ में आएगा, दैट हाउ टू लुक इट फ्रॉम द वेरियस एंगल्स, right? How to analyze the question from the various angles, how to treat the various items in the examination, even if we are getting a part of that only, right? It is not necessary that you will get the whole of this question, I don't think so. Even for 10 marks, this is a huge question, sir, from examination point of view. It will take around 30 minutes, right? फिर तो एक ही क्वेश्चन करते रह जाओगे एग्जामिनेशन में, बाकी इंस्टीट्यूट का कुछ नहीं पता भाई, कुछ भी कर सकता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ठीक है जी। तो इसके साथ हमारा जो कॉस्ट शीट का क्वेश्चन था वो हुआ खत्म। और नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम लोग करेंगे सर अगला क्वेश्चन, 6th क्वेश्चन, दैट इज ऑन कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम्स। बहुत ही बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग सिस्टम के ऊपर, राइट। सो व्हाट इंस्टीट्यूट इज ट्राइंग टू डू इन द आरटीपी इज दे आर डूइंग अ वेरी कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कवरेज, कि आपकी एक तरह से रिवीजन हो जाएगी पूरी की पूरी। जब आरटीपी करोगे तो बहुत अच्छे से आप लोगों की रिवीजन हो सकती है यहाँ पर, ठीक है जी। सो सी यू गाइस इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, टिल देन स्टे सेफ, स्टे हेल्दी, कीप स्टडिंग, कीप शेयरिंग, थैंक यू सो मच।